Welcome to the course of Seminar 1, Research Method and Design. I am Dr. Nguyen Canh Lam, the instructor of this course. The Seminar 1 is within the program of GMA, which stands for Global Study in Maritime Affairs of International School of Education, Vietnam Maritime University. Today, we hear about the term research from everywhere, the newspaper, the television, or radio. The politicians often justify the policy decision based on a research. A newspaper report can give the findings of research company survey, and advertiser try to encourage the customer to buy the product based on the result of a research. Some of them is the true research, but some is bogus. So within this course, we're going to learn about the true meaning of the term research and distinguish the true research and the bogus ones. The course is designed to help you to undertake your research project, narrative reading, research and writing culminating in the preparation of a senior thesis. And within this course, we're going to focus on research method and design in the field of social science. Talking about the learning objectives of the course, after finishing the Seminar 1, the students should be able to formulate a research question by themselves. They should discuss why the question is important and explain how the question can be answered. They should also be able to present a bibliography in a format style and select the most appropriate methodology for your research. Within this course, we're going to cover a number of topics, and I will go through this one by one. The chapter 1 is about the concept of research. The chapter will explain the nature of social science in the contrast to the natural science research. It explains the different type of research like exploratory, descriptive, analytical, or predictive research. We also discuss the different research approaches like quantitative and qualitative approach, inductive and deductive approach. And we also cover the different stages of social research, including research problem, research design, data collection, data analysis, conclusion, and report. The chapter 2 is dealing with formulating and clarifying the research topic. After this, the students will be able to generate the ideas by themselves using the different techniques like relevance tree, brainstorming, asking the consultants from the expert, and so on. They should identify the attribute of a good research topic and turn research ideas into a research project that have a clear research question. And in the end, they need to draft a research proposal by themselves to convince the audience and also to organize the ideas. The chapter 3 is dealing with the very first step when you carry out your research. This is about how to review the literature. A literature review is the summary and synthesis of previous research on a topic that you carry out the research without adding new contributions. Think of your literature review as discussion, how far existing published research goes in answering your research questions. By the end of this chapter, students should be able to understand the importance and the purpose of the critical literature review to your research project, how to search for literature, define the keywords. You go online or go to the library and look for the source. You understand what is meant by plagiarism, and we give the guideline for literature review step by step. The chapter 4 is a specific topic discussing about the citation and how to present a proper bibliography. It will explain why should you acknowledge your source and introduce the APA citation style. There are other citation styles like MLA or Harvard style, but within this course, I will focus on only the APA style, which originates from America, and is quite common to use in academic world. The chapter 5 is very important to teach the student about the methodologies. Within this chapter, students are going to learn about the techniques and procedure used to obtain and analyze data. Common methodology for social science will be discussed, like survey, case study, graph theory, and so on. In chapter 6, we're going to learn about how to select a sample for your research. It will discuss the need for sampling in social science, different techniques to select a sample, and how to assess the representativeness of respondents. For example, if you're going to do the research about the impact of using Facebook on the students of Vietnam Maritime University, it is almost impossible to do the research for the whole population of the university, because we have something like 30,000 students. And it's also impossible to talk to them or to give them the questionnaire one by one. So you need to select a group like 300 or several hundred students to represent the whole population of the universities. The chapter 7 is about collecting data using questionnaire. Questionnaire is one of the most common techniques used in researching of social science. So by the end of the chapter, you should understand the advantages and disadvantages of questionnaires as a data collection method and be able to select and justify the use of appropriate questionnaire techniques. The students should be able to design, pilot and administer a questionnaire to answer research questions and to meet their objectives. After collecting the data, the next step will be to analyze the data, and that is exactly what the chapter 8 is dealing with. Within this chapter, you're going to learn about the different types of data and understand the implication of data type for subsequent analysis. You should learn about creating a data matrix and to code data for analysis by computer, and select the most appropriate tables and diagrams to explore your data. You also need to learn about the different techniques of statistics and interpret the tables, diagrams, and statistics that you use correctly. Last but not least, the chapter 9 will teach the student how to write and present your project report. You should learn to write in such a way that you can reflect on you have learned while conducting your research, adopt an appropriate format, structure and style for the final project report, and design an oral presentation of your report. And that is for the introduction of our course. Welcome to Seminar 1. I am Dr. Nguyen Canh Lam, and I will see you in the next lecture.